Hello, card gamers. This is GaySarahK, and today we'll be doing vanilla inscription. Specifically, I noticed that a certain other inscription YouTuber did, some challenge runs for various tribes. And said, hey, we can only use, cards from this particular tribe. But then, he did, in his canine tribe video, he didn't even win the challenge. And in his insect tribe video, he invalidated his run during the video by playing a wolf cub when, that's not an insect. It was just a card in his deck that he drew from his main deck and played it. And it just, that's against the rules of the challenge, and he didn't go back to correct it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do what he couldn't. Or at the very least didn't, and I'm going to do an insect tribal run. I'm even gonna toss in a few challenges just because, makes it a little more interesting, makes it a little more fun. This is the challenge set that I like to use when I casually play Kaycee's mod. So let's just get right down to it. Okay. Yep. Game's loading. It does that. This is the part where I suppose an actual streamer might say hi to the chat, but I'm just sitting in my apartment all by myself, recording this, not anything like that. There's no chat to talk to. Sag, forever alone. You hate to see it. Although in my casual runs, all right, have to take the bug tribal. Have to take the bugs. Have to. Now, in my casual runs, what I would do here is I would time travel and see, hey, what kind of buff does the campfire have? What kind of things does the woodcarver have? But here there are 2 woodcarver nodes, and you need 2 in order to get a functional totem, so that's what I'm gonna go for. And here's a bug head, which is critically important because this is a bug tribal video. But I'm not going to be doing any time travel in this video because the aforementioned other YouTuber generally doesn't do that in his videos. Okay, there's a wild bull coming my way, but I can take 3 damage. That's not a problem. I'll just put a flying ant there. It's a start. It will die in a couple of turns, but I can actually use a squirrel in a bottle in order to go ahead and summon this ant queen, and that will take care of his wild bull. Then I can draw another squirrel, worker ant. Oh, right. That buffs the other ants, because of course it does, and that means that I won't get any teeth from this fight. Oh well, I'm not going to use them. I just like to collect teeth. One of the challenges I even picked was pricey pelts. Specifically because it decreases the temptation to buy pelts. And pelts are trash. Unless you're going for pelt lice, in which case they can be completely overpowered, but As it stands, that's tribal. Cockroach, yes. As it stands, that's not important. I felt the need to finish my sentence, but I forgot what my sentence was, so I just followed it up with, but that's not important. Double strike or bifurcated strike? Interesting question. Somewhat the illusion of choice, but at the same time, it is a choice. I think double strike. I have a Mantis god. I have a Mantis god. Yeah. Right. Because with the Mantis god and double strike, those two things together, grossly overpowered. Because what you can do is just play that and you get 5 hits in automatically. Boom, 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 boom. 5 hits total. And it's like, well, that's not even a challenge. That's not even a problem. You know, yeah. I'll go ahead and take out that mole. There we go. Still no teeth. No teeth for me. Oh well. And while I've already got a functional totem, I didn't really mean to stand up from the table. While I've already got a functional totem, it could be better. Or I could do a sigil transfer. Going this way, I'm more able to stick with bug cards in general, and that's something I want to do. I hate it when Leshy does that. There's a tiny chance that this is Black Goat, which is cool and all, but reptiles, I'm trying to think, are there any decent reptiles? I can't really think of any. But with birds, like there's cuckoo, there's magpie, there's what was the other one? There's lammer. Problem is, lammer, its particular thing that makes it awesome is inherent to the card. It's not a sigil. You can't do a sigil transfer off of it in order to make it better. It's just, or you can't do a sigil transfer off of it in order to make the awesomeness of the lammer go on to something else. So at the moment, it's just a dead card. No, it is just a dead card. I can't even play it because it's not a bug. And the rules of the stream, the rules of the video say that I can't play it if it's not a bug. So that's what that is. Okay. Probably shouldn't have drawn from that deck, but it doesn't matter at all. We'll just play the ringworm just because it's a bug. I'm allowed to play ringworm. Finally, teeth. 2 teeth. Hooray! Teeth. First there was confusion. Nah, not enough teeth for that. That is a bird, and those are hooved. In general, I hate hooved cards. The movement sigils are just trash. Movement sigils are just trash. Skink. That's a good sigil. I'll take that. Now, logically, I should try to burn the skink at the fire. I say burn, but you know, I should try feeding the skink to the survivors. Or if not the skink, the lammer. Yeah, the lammer. Okay, sigil transfer. I can take the skink and I can put it on... Interesting. Put it on the cockroach. That's actually a pretty good sigil combo. It's not the best use of a cockroach, but I'm doing bug tribal. There will probably be more. Probably. That's just a bullfrog, that's fine. Oh, right. That is one thing that I do want to say, is that I am allowed to play the smoke. I know it's not a bug, but it's not a card that's in my deck. And it's not a prospector cop-out. So, I think I should be allowed to play that. And likewise, if I get, like, a bottled black goat or something, I think I should probably be allowed to play that. Maybe not black goat, but like if it's a terrain card, I think that would be allowed. A little hard to explain what I'm trying to go for there. And I should not have actually played the Mantis God there, because that is my best damage card. And now I've just got... Oh well, doesn't matter. I've got cockroach now, and that's what's important. Right. Oh, what? Oh. The wriggling leg isn't unkillable. Dang. Well, I'll at least get a pelt. Ant Queen. And I can go ahead and grab this cockroach in order to play a second ant. Yeah. I prefer to have more pelts than this when I go into this, but there's a worker ant. Now, I don't really need to play much, but if I take bifurcated strike, I'll take this sparrow. I'll draw a squirrel. I'll put that squirrel down. And I will play the Mantis Mantis, which gives me 1 extra bone, so I can put my cockroach there, and that will be enough to win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I got an extra. Excellent. I will not perish quite yet. I was not expecting to actually have options here. Which one do I want to take? Now at the moment, my fair hand mechanic is almost completely shot, but I've been getting some pretty good luck with drawing this Mantis God when I need it. But taking the strange larva won't help, so I'll grab the amalgam. Okay, I can't tell what's there. I'll go this way. Cave trials. Cave trials are fun. Now, normally what I would do is I would pick the trial of Ken, and if I didn't like the results, then I would just, you know, say, okay, well, I would just time travel back. I would just, but, you know, that's a casual run thing, and I'm supposed to be, you know, streamer or something, and supposedly, you know, using my good old bestie save and quit isn't something that cool streamers do, so what I'm instead gonna do is deliberately throw. I'm gonna pick the Trial of Bones, that way I won't get a card. And that is the first rule of how to win a card game, is don't have cards. Now, I have to get rid of the Lammer. That's the only card here that I have to get rid of, so boom. Now the Lammer's gone. I like Goobert, but I haven't had the opportunity to buff my Mantis God yet. I could have him duplicate my cockroach. Yeah, I might do that. Because he might change the sigil on it. Turn the skink into something else. Maybe. Well, I'll just go ahead and put a squirrel there for now. That's another thing, though, is about this hook. Normally, I like to use the hook on the exact same card every single time. But that hook, that card, is a mole man. And mole men aren't bugs. So am I allowed to use the hook on the mole man, or do I have to use the hook on something else? I only have 2 bones right now, no other items. I'll just go ahead and use the hook on this worker ant now, and hope for like scissors or the skinning knife or something to deal with the mole man later. Okay. Oh, right. I'm an idiot. Well, It's just a candle. It's just a candle. I'm not dead yet. Okay. Ah, turkey vulture. Dang it. Ooh. Now, I happened to notice that some mycologists are coming up. And because the only other duplicate that I have in my deck is the ringworms, which admittedly, why am I not able to copy the ringworms? Interesting. Now, I can either dupe the Mantis God in order to get a nice buff on that, or I can dupe the cockroach and maybe, you know, get the sigil to change. Or I could dupe, like, the ant queen or the flying ant. Yeah, always pick Mantis God. Of course. So now I've got this completely garbage Mantis God in my deck. It's not completely garbage, but, you know, it's good for a sigil transfer. I'll put a squirrel there. Take 2. I will put a squirrel there. Play the ant queen. Deal 1, take 2. Draw a squirrel. Play the worker ant. Guardian on a bee. One of the most useless things ever. Alright, I've got a flying ant. Aw, didn't get to play it. Bugs. Another flying ant. Now I've actually got options at the mycologist here. Now, do I want to combine these Mantis gods or the ringworms? I think I want to combine the ringworms just so that when I do eventually do the thing that the ringworms are for, that I won't have any ringworms in my deck anymore after that, and I'll actually have, like, decent cards with the fair hand mechanic. And wow, there are 2 mycologists coming up on the right. Well, we'll start with a flying ant. Probably shouldn't have played that squirrel at all. That's fine. Here we go. So that is, well, it's a lot of damage. So first there was confusion, and then there were teeth, 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 teeth. Yes! I'm gonna go this way. There should honestly, like, there should be a rule where if you win the cave trial with the Trial of Kin, that at least one of the cave trial cards has to match that kin. But, man, I've got this turkey vulture. Hopefully I don't draw it. And of course I drew it. Okay. Well, flying ant? Alright. I could try to get rid of the turkey vulture. Or I could try to get rid of the ringworm. Dang it. Well, at least I can play the ringworm. All that would do is just get rid of this flying ant and give this one more health. And all that this would do is get rid of this mantis god and give this one more health. So, like, not great options either way. The trifurcated strike sigil alone is quite useful, and it's also possible that I could do sigil transfers onto the mantis gods and mycologize them together, but nah. Yeah, I can just squirrel, ringworm, boom, boom. Like, I think this ringworm could just, like, straight up carry the entire fight. I don't even need to play a squirrel. Because he'll just do that. And then he wipes his board and plays a bait bucket directly in front of the ringworm, which has bifurcated strike, so that's not a problem. Yeah, and then he sets up another bait bucket, but it's not coming down the lane yet, so I just... boom, more teeth. I just beat the angler with one ringworm because I'm awesome. Okay, so none of these are bugs. I mean, technically the amoeba is a bug in one definition of the word. But, you know, it's not like I'm actually gonna play it. I'm just taking the card because I have to. There's more mycologists over here, and there's a trapper. I actually do need to stop and get more items. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna go over to where the mycologists are. And I'm just gonna have to accept that. Now, I have two blood cards. But overall, I think the odds of me winning this cave trial may be worst with health instead of blood, but whatever. Yep. Okay, so I won the trial. Oh well. I'll grab this bat. The temptation of playing it will probably be relatively low. Ooh. Yeah. Mantis God. Okay, maybe I should have paid attention to what he was playing. Dang it, Amoeba. Of course. There we go. I win. So many cave trials. And at this point, I can't even confidently say that this will result in me throwing. Oof. Maybe health? Nope. And still no bugs. Now, this one's got the Corpse Eater sigil, which means that if it's in my hand and something dies, it will automatically play itself, which would just completely kill the run. So, I can't take that. What? Another holy cow. Fine. Okay, fine. And this is map number 3 already. So, you know, no worries there. That's an alpha, that's not a bug. I think I'm gonna die, actually. Yep, I think I'm gonna die. But overall, this item is just worth more than the extra candle. Which is pretty crazy, but, you know, that's just how it is sometimes. this point, I have enough bone cards that it seems like the Trial of Blood is more likely to lose. Alright. Mycologists, here we go! Flying ants, no problem. These are some good choices. Good options. I really need some card removal. Because here's 3 items, 3 cards that I can't play them. Nope, I'm dead. I'm just straight up dead. Alright, so, you know, it's fine. It's okay. You know, when you do a challenge run, sometimes you lose. Sometimes you lose. Maybe... We'll try that again with the same deck, but this time I'm not gonna do all totem battles. I'll turn off the boss totems too. The main thing is to always have the smaller backpack, because first of all, I don't like to use items anyway, and secondly, if I pick smaller backpack without picking no hook, then when I start off, I don't get the pliers. And I hate the pliers. I hate the pliers so much. Like, legitimately, every time I've ever used the pliers, ever, I have always taken off my headphones and closed my eyes so I wouldn't have to look at that or hear it. Because, no. Just, no. Okay, so, bugs. Beehive, that's a bug. And Wolverine has a good sigil. It doesn't have a good sigil, but like out of all the sigils that were there, probably should have taken a bird instead, honestly. Just honestly. Ugh. Alright. I could try to get rid of the Wolverine, but you know, it's really early in the run. So you know, nope. Okay. I lose. I've lost the run. It's already over. It's over. It's over. It's just a matter of time. Oh, and he's playing flying creatures, because of course he is. And that's the Wolverine. Can't play it. That doesn't do anything because these have flying. So I'm dead, you know? And just, yeah. But that's the fun part about risking it really early game, is that if you risk it in the really early game, then like the amount of time that it takes to lose after that is relatively small. Like, I could just quit the run, but then I'd start with a possum, and I don't really want to do that. So I'll take this Wolverine, and I'll put it on the beehive, which is completely useless and dumb and pointless, and there's no reason to do that. Because the beehive doesn't have attack power, and the bees have flying, so that accomplishes absolutely nothing. I'll put a squirrel down and play the beehive. I'll put down another squirrel, play the flying ant, play that bee. This is my other ringworm. I'll play the bee. I might actually win this fight. No. All I'm doing is stalling for time. And Leshy knows that. So there's no point in me continuing to stall for time. I'll just lose. And I could hook the dire wolf, but it's not a bug, so I won't. Also because, you know, my run is basically, you know, dead anyway. Because yeah, like I said, that's the nice thing about risking it all really early in the game. I only had to draw 17 cards on that run in total. I only had to sacrifice 4 cards. It's just we can just start over. We just get another run. It's that easy. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Let's see here. Okay. None of these are bugs. Okay. Now, I'm gonna take the direwolf pup because it has good sigils. Now, do I want the rat king or the cat? Or the skink? Probably the rat king. Health buff? Who needs it? And of course they don't need it. Because why would they? The bad thing about the Mantis God deck is that the Mantis God is your only starting damage card. So if anything happens to that, you're kinda in a bad spot. And this is the map with the Prospector boss. Oh, those are both good options. I'll take the cockroach. Now, there are all sorts of just completely overpowered totems, and they can be kind of interesting. But weirdly enough, one of the most powerful totems that I have ever had was actually all bugs have morsel. It was strange, but it was just how it worked out. Okay, there we go. And I got to keep the bones. Wonderful. I'll sacrifice that scroll for a ringworm just for the bones. Just for the bones. And I get the Mantis God just in time. Of course. Like I said, if anything happens to your Mantis God, you're kind of in a bad situation. There we go. Yep. So he's figured that out. As much as I love sigil transfers, I don't really want to get stuck with a pelt, but pelt. I have 0 teeth. Okay. Just straight up 0 teeth. Now, I can choose to get rid of the Wolf Pup or the Rat King, but if I put the Rat King on the cockroach, then it becomes free to resummon it, which is awesome. Squirrel, Mantis God. 3 damage right off the bat. Great. The last card is the Dire Wolf Pup, which doesn't do me any good, so I actually just straight up don't have enough bones. Like, I literally can't have enough bones to summon the cockroach with this deck up against flyers. Now, I'm gonna get some teeth out of this fight. Or I'd like to, but as the math turns out, I won't. Dang it. So if I go this way, then I can get a totem piece and a campfire. But if I go this way, I can get a campfire and a totem piece. That's so much better. Holy cow. Beehive. That's a bug. Bugs only. The warm light of a campfire was a welcome sight. No hungry survivors would be bothering you this time. Where are they? What happened to them? Where did they go? Did they... Are they okay? Oh dear. If I could get an insect head to go with this. Bees have bees within. All bees have bees within. It's great. It's great. It's a great totem. It really is. The smoke. Ringworm. Cockroach. Yeah. Mantis God. I won't summon the Mantis God this time. Or I won't summon the cockroach again this time. I'm going to let him smash my cards because I don't really have a choice in the matter. And then I'm going to play cockroach. Get him! I'll just beehive. I'll put a squirrel there, bee there. Should have gone with the other order. Oh well. And then I'll just play 2 squirrels. Not that it was necessary. Bugs only. Now, that's another thing about certain other streamer who seems to think that GaySarahK counts as a bug just because it can disguise itself as a bug. Bah. Bah, I say. Humbug. Humbug. That's the bug it is. It's a humbug. Ant Queen. Interesting. I will actually take the fan. Bit of an unusual choice, but Mantis God. I'll play a squirrel and a bee, and I will use them both to summon the Ant Queen. I will also sacrifice this beehive to play worker ant. Oh. Well, dang. Hmm. A sigil transfer would be nice. But Goobert is also good. Bugs. Corpse maggots, yes! That's a card I can get some mileage out of. What shall I have him paint? Just kidding, obviously pick Mantis God. Always pick Mantis God. Woo! He upgraded it. Nice job, Goobert. Squirrel. Mantis God. Boom, boom, boom. First there was confusion, then there were teeth. Teeth, 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 teeth. Flying Ant. Works for me. As it stands, Mantis God is my only duplicate card, so I want to avoid the mycologists. Now, what shall I upgrade? Let's go with the flying. Well, no. Let's go with the better Mantis God. Now I've got a 4/5 Mantis God. And I have a 3/1 Mantis God, also capable of 1-turn kills. With extra teeth. Hey, I can finally get rid of that pelt. And exchange it for no bugs. Leshy, you monster. You know I'm going for a bugs deck. You can see it. You can see that, can't you? You know I'm going for bugs. What are these cards? None of these cards are bugs, Leshy. Wow, that's actually kind of hard to say really fast. Leshy, why? I wanted bugs. It's not that hard, Leshy. I want bugs. Bugs, Leshy. Can you at least give me the bug totem head, please? Thank you. This totem is so overpowered. It's wonderful. I love it. Oh no! Heck. Oh well. Now I have a 7/6 Mantis God. And Fair Hand Mechanics says that I will draw it 1/4 of the time. Not great, but, you know, just keep drawing cards, you'll get it eventually. Or it can be the first card you draw. That's also an option. And I'll just completely wipe the Angler with this Mantis God. Though wiping the Angler with a Ringworm was definitely a lot more entertaining. Just boom, Go fish. Yeah, whatever. I don't even care. Alright. Boom. Because that's just it. That's all you need is the Mantis God. That's all you need. It's just Mantis God. Oop. Still no bugs. Mole Man. I should not have picked the Mole Man. I realize that now. Fair hand mechanic. I'm diluting my fair hand cards. I'm just making it worse, not better. Oh well. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. But if I draw the Ant Queen or the Mantis God, then or the Mole Man, then it's just automatic win. So I would have to draw one of these cards, one of these 4 cards, and not draw the Mole Man, the Ant Queen, or the Mantis God. Wisdom, automatic win. Automatic win. Well, not automatic. Because if I draw the Ringworm, then Mantis God, Beehive, Ant Queen, Corpse Maggots, Flying Ant, Alpha, Pack Rat. Yeah. But that's only if I draw the Ringworm. Ken. Sadly, I'm doing Bug Tribal, and the Trial of Ken is the one that's least likely to pass. But I passed. And none of these are bugs. So I'm going to grab the only 2 cost and move forward with that. I think the Mantis God is already powerful enough. I don't think it needs any more buffs. I should probably buff up another one of my fair hand cards, though. You know, all my bugs have bees within, so this Beehive is actually completely useless. It's just a completely useless card, except as a chump blocker. And because it's a 1-blood chump blocker, I could just use a squirrel instead, but I think I should probably give the Flying Ant some more health. Okay. Oh hey, another turn 1 win. So many teeth. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You love to see it. I feel like going this way is going to leave more options open in the long run. Dang it. Mealworm! And not just any mealworm either. That's a pretty good mealworm. It's got worthy sacrifice. Ho hum. I'm telling you, like, the one time I ever beat Skullstorm, it was, like, the first, boss. The first wave of bears, I beat them with this totem. I just used bees, and I just kept spamming bees until, starvation set in. And starvation does not have Mighty Leap. So, you know, there's that. Boom. Mantis God. I win again. It's so simple. It's so simple. All you need is one grossly overpowered Mantis God. And that's it. That's it. That's all you need. One grossly overpowered Mantis God. And you can do anything except kill a Prospector. And speaking of killing the Prospector, this isn't speaking of killing the Prospector at all. Let's do a sigil transfer. None of those are bugs. I want bugs. Flying ant. Woo! Flying ant. Yeah! And a sigil transfer. Yeah! Alright. Mole Man is interesting. Pack Rat can be useful. Dire Wolf Pup is the oldest card that I have that doesn't have a corpse maggots. I will take the alpha and I will put that on Flying Ant. Did I mention that this flying ant is also grossly overpowered? Let me just put a bee there. Then he hits the bee with his moose buck, but... oh hey, check that out. Corpse maggots, woo! I'll draw a squirrel. I'll play that bee. And I'll play that squirrel and the flying ant. I think I might have won this fight. See, sometimes you don't even need the Mantis God. Okay, one last cave trial. So I'll have to combine the flying ants, and then I will get a duplicate of something. Unless this cave trial gives me another card. Honestly, let's just do Ken. And none of these are bugs. Mycologists. Flying ants. always pick Mantis God. Always pick Mantis God. And I've got the smoke. It's not a card in my deck. I didn't draw it from my deck. It's fine. It's fine. Oh yeah, this mealworm. The mealworm I completely forgot about. I'll start with that. Ringworm. Okay, so I am now able to stall for time and get more card draws. And that is what I needed. See, told you this totem was overpowered. Okay, so this bee will attack the leaping trap and die, but that's okay because corpse maggots will take its place. I'll just put that cockroach there. And I'll put down a bee. Okay. So the bee is just a bone king and it's not unkillable, which is unfortunate, but it's also good enough. Once again, bugs only. Well, there's a Mantis God. So many bone tokens. Just take the entire first row. Beehive! Ah yes, I can play the cockroach. Dang it. Fine. I'll take another pack rat. Yeah. I'll just... Yeah, I'll just do the sigil transfer. And I will take the direwolf pup, and I will put it on regular Mantis God. I get the smoke. Now, this Mole Man is the exact card that I like to grab with the hook. And the actual reason why is because it's hard to rack up enough damage to kill Leshy turn 1 with this Mole Man in the way. What I'll do is I'll summon the smoke, sacrifice it to the Mantis God, put it there. He's got his pickaxe, but I won't need to worry about that. Just, no, I will need to worry about that just yet. You know, Mantis and Amalgam, those are bugs. Those are bugs. Yes. That was completely unnecessary. I should have done that next turn. Oh well. Now, considering the fact that this Mantis God deals 21 damage per turn and has 6 health, So it could go on and do that for five or six rounds. I feel like this moon kinda doesn't stand a chance. Whee! I could just have this Mantis God go ahead and kill the moon this turn. Actually, yeah, I'll do that. But I am also going to summon a couple of bees, Ant Queen, Cockroach, Worker Ant. I don't have another ant to summon. Darn. Cockroach. 21 bone tokens. So many teeth. So many teeth. And we win. That's it. It's that simple. Bug Tribal for the win. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, like it anyway. I actually put some effort into this. So, like, you know, yeah, you know, see you next time. Take care, all.